Hey, so I heard you like UUs, and I have more UUs here for you. This one's got the name on the file is Raystorm. His name in game is Nate. So if I'm misrepresenting you and you're watching this, I sincerely apologize. But that's just the way it's gonna be for now. Xerxathon videos, those are coming up soon as the tournament's over. I guess. I don't know. It's very interesting, and I'm looking forward to getting those up. So he's got a Moltres and I've got Drapion. So I know I can take one hit probably, maybe, I don't know. But I don't really want to do that. He's physically defensive. He can take a few hits physically, not specially. And I've got a Chansey, so why would I not go to Chansey? It's max specially defensive, and I'm just going to get my rocks up because I want to wreck that Moltres every time it comes in. He goes to his own pink blob of crap, and he's got a Toxic Orb. I don't really understand why people do that. Like, it gives you sleep immunity, but you can just come in on an expected Toxic, and then you get lefties, so it's like, I don't know, I just don't understand, so that's what he did, that's what he's done. I'm expecting these Toxics, so I'm going to go to Drapion, and I'm pretty sure Chansey is aromatherapy, so I don't really care about paralysis either. And I'm just going to set up some T-Spikes. In comes a Dawn Fan, and I could taunt it to prevent it setting up rocks, but I don't want him Earthquaking me either. I'm expecting Earthquake to be his only move, and I also want to get this guy in before rocks, so if he's going to get rocks up, I only want to take it once or twice, so this I'm going to have to force Moltres in here. I'm going to go for Air Slash first time. I am Scarf, so I'm stuck on it. And here I figure, well, I don't want to switch him out because then I'll have to bring him back in on rocks, so I'm just going to go for more Air Slashes. He goes for a Prediction, and it doesn't really pay off for him there as I wreck this Drapion a little bit. I probably would be able to 2-hit KO it from there, or 1-hit KO it from where it is now, 2-hit KO it from where it was, but he goes to Amistar, and I'm not really sure what he wants to do with Amistar. He could Rapid Spin, which would be cool. It would save his Moltres, but he's also got a Dawn Fan, so I don't know why he's packing 2 spinners, but I'm just going to go for another Air Slash, hoping for a flinch, hoping for a crit, and I get a flinch. That's cool. And I'm thinking, well, I want more. I want to go for another Air Slash, just because I figure, like, I've got some special bulk, I could probably take a Surf, and I get another flinch, so that's awesome. So I could potentially stay in, but at this point I'm like, this Moltres is lucky, I want to keep it alive. And I've got a Venusaur to take Surfs all day long. He could potentially have Ice Beam, but I could probably live 1 or 2 of those too. So I'm just going to go for either Leech Seed or Sleep Powder because both of those are equally annoying against enemy team. But he does have Clefable, so I'm like, okay, well, neither of those moves is going to be effective on Clefable, so let's go for Leaf Storm if that's what I think he's going to do. That's what he did, that's what happened, and I get a nice powerful Leaf Storm on it, which honestly did a disappointing amount. So now I'm going to go for Alligator, expecting Soft Boiled, and even if he T-Waved, I got a Lumberry, so it doesn't matter. And now I'm like, okay, he's probably going to T-Wave now, I can definitely Swords Dance, get a Waterfall off on him after he breaks my Lum, and then maybe I can kill this thing in 1 hit, or maybe I can flinch again. But he Encores my Swords Dance, and I'm not going to stick around for that. So I'm just going to go to Scarab again and get to absorb the T-Wave since it's already been T-Waved. And now I'm not expecting him to stick around, so I could, I think I could set up more T-Spikes. No, I don't, because he has Drapion, right. He has his Drapion, and that's why my T-Spikes went away. I instead go for Taunt to force him into, not encoring me again. But he went to Dawn Fan, which is cool, and I figured the only move this thing's going to have to attack with, aside from Rapid Spin, is Earthquake, so Uxie's a solid decision to go into. Levitate, it gets over it. And I'm going to go for a sub, but in comes Clefable again. I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. I know Encore goes through sub, and I'm expecting him to be faster, so I'm just going to stay in, force him to Encore. And I'm actually faster. I didn't expect that. But he Encores my Psychic, and I can't exactly stay in with that either, because he does have the Drapion. So I'm going to switch out expecting Drapion to come in. I don't have any kind of ground-type move on this team, I don't think, so it was either Venusaur or this guy, and I don't think this guy is Taunt, or I didn't expect him to have Taunt, so I figure I can get my rocks up again. He spanned them away. I want to get them up, but he does have Taunt, so rather unfortunate that he is able to Taunt that. And here I make a kind of boneheaded mistake. I decide, well, he's probably going to set up T-Spikes, and I've got Venusaur, so I'll just stay in. But of course he saw my Venusaur, so he's not going to set up T-Spikes if I've got a Poison type. So I futilely stay in and get wrecked by Crunch because I'm max specially defensive. It's going to totally troll all over me. It did like 500 points, and he probably doesn't have any physical investment either. So And my S-Toss does, what do you know, 100 points. So I've got some options now. I can go to Uxie if I'm expecting to Earthquake, but I also don't want her to take a crunch. So I'm going to go to Venusaur. I also could have went to Drapion to take a crunch, but he actually predicted that and went for Earthquake, so thank God I didn't. And after Earthquake, I should be able to take a crunch with Venusaur, so I'm not expecting him to stay in. I could Leaf Storm again, but he does have Moltres still. So I'm just going to go for Leech Seed. If I'd expected Moltres, I would have gone for Sleep Powder, but I didn't expect him to go into it. I expected... I don't know. I don't know what I expected. Leech Seed was, in hindsight, a bad move, but I want to just go for a safe move to get something on someone. So, and I'm going to go into Chansey, because I figure if he goes for a special move, I should be able to live 2 Soft-Boiled and then be fine, but he actually goes for U-Turn, so it's like, crap. So he's going to get Initiative on this switch, and he leaves me at 41, so I know if Lefties takes me to 82 or less, then I know that 1/8 is going to be 82 or less, and I should be able to live another Stealth Rock coming in. However, it takes me to 85, which means that 1/8 is going to be, you know, more than 82, so that Chansey is now just death fodder, so like I can bring it into rocks to die, and that's it. Venusaur takes a crunch better than I expected it to, and now I should have went for Leaf Storm right here, but I decided, well, maybe I'll be faster, like, because I'm totally forgetting that, because I figured he's going to be, I totally forgot that Drapion is, like, base 90 speed, so that was unfortunate. And after this crunch, he gets a defense drop, and he should be able to 2-hit KO me from there. So I've got to hope for a miracle. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to live another hit, and I hit my Leaf Storm, and I actually get a crit, so it's a free kill on his Drapion. It's unfortunate for him, but hey, I'll take it. I need some kind of luck once in a while. You gotta be lucky to be good, and that's my justification for it. Shut up. In comes Moltres, and I figure, well, I could either fodder this thing out, or I could fodder off the stupid Chansey, but I figure, what's Venusaur gonna do, really? It can maybe put something to sleep, but Clefable pretty much completely walls it. So I'm going to go to Uxie. I don't have any special defense in this guy, but he's still base 120, so I figure I should be able to live 1 Air Slash, assuming I don't flinch, and then I can get a T-Bolt off, which actually happens. And then here I make kind of a misplay. I absolutely should have went for another T-Bolt, because I don't think a Psychic would have killed Moltres, but it actually works out because he switched out, and if he had stayed in, went for another flinch like I got, then I would have lost my Uxie right there, and then I wouldn't have had that. And then there, on that turn, I didn't want him S-tossing. I didn't want to sub because he would have S-tossed it away or encored, and then I would have lost hit points, which were very valuable for Uxie at that point. So I couldn't afford him S-tossing or encoring. I could have subbed predicting like a Thunder Wave or something, but then I can just go to Drapion on a predicted Thunder Wave, and that's what happened. So, except he S-tossed. And then he went into Donphan. I think I got fully paralyzed, and now I'm going to go to Moltres as he Ice Shards, which I guess his showing it to me makes it's fine, I guess. Like I guess he knew I'd go to Moltres, but if he knew I was going to go to Moltres, he probably should have went somewhere else, like right here. So I had to go for Fire Blast. This is my last time Moltres can come in because I took the Ice Shard, so I'm just going to fire off some Fire Blasts, and I get min damage or something on the Omastar. I know it's ×4 resisted, but I'm scarfed onto Fire Blast. I had HP Grass, which I could have predicted him to go into this and then gone for, but then he just goes into Clefable, and then like that's it. There's Moltres can't do anything anymore. So, however, Moltres going down gives me a free switch to Feraligatr, which gives me a free SD, and then he makes a kind of a misplay, expecting Earth Power to do more than it does. My Gator is a bit bulky, so I make a key misplay there. I should have went for another Swords Dance because I knew he couldn't kill me with Earth Power unless he critted. He would have put me into Torrent, and then I would have been +4 with a Torrent boosted Aqua Jet, and that would have KO'd this Magius. Then he wouldn't have been able to T-Bolt me, but he Shadow Balls. I don't know if he doesn't pack it or if he misclicked there or whatever, but because of the little bit of bulk I carry with this Feraligatr, I'm going to be able to live a Shadow Ball. He does get another special defense drop, which is funny. And I'm going to be able to finish it off with an Aqua Jet. And here I expected Donphan to go for Ice Shard to beat out my Aqua Jet, but I figured, well, Aqua Jet's not going to do anything, it won't kill it at least. So I decided I'm just going to go for Waterfall, but he tried to go for Earthquake, not expecting Ice Shard to KO, which in all honesty it might not have. And even if he froze, I have a lumberry with froze with ice shard. I don't even know if that can happen. Some say you can, some say you can't. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. And I have a lumberry regardless, so I'm able to waterfall everything and or aquajet the Moltres, and that's going to be a good game. Lots of hacks went my way, but I still don't think that. I still think he had a decent chance at the end. Like, he just kind of misplayed. He should have gone to Clefable and then encored a Swords Dance or something. I don't know what he could have done, but I think he could have found something to do. And at the end of the day, it was his team composure and the way he handled my Feraligatr that cost him the game. And I don't think the hacks really meant that much. But you know, that's just me. That's like, obviously I'm gonna say that because I want to make myself look cool. But that's just what I think. So good game, dude, and till next time.